Hello and welcome to this introduction class on learning integration in Oracle Integration 3 from scratch. Before going ahead with the course introduction, we are going to highlight you few of the points over here, like what you will gain or learn at the end of this course if you enroll. At the end of this course, you will be comfortable in building the integrations, be it application integration and also the scheduled integration and also the related concepts of integration. You will be familiarized and also you will be comfortable in order to take up your next assignment confidently. Also, you will be comfortable in using the adapters, be it technology adapters like FTP, database, REST, SOAP, or be it enterprise adapters like the ERP cloud and much more adapters available in the platform. Also, we are going to look at few of the use cases. So basically, we are going to focus on Oracle ERP cloud related use cases. So with the help of which you will be comfortable in customers' real-time business problems confidently. And also, we are going to tell you few of the learning techniques and the troubleshooting techniques with the help of which you can gain the expertise of integration and learn the integration concepts efficiently. So before going ahead with the course introduction, we are going to introduce ourselves. We are BNAM Learning. Our mission is to help students whoever want to learn the basics of Oracle Cloud concepts in a very simple and from scratch. We are going to explain each and every concepts of integration in Oracle Integration 3 step by step, concept by concept and in bits and pieces. So let's begin with the introduction. We will highlight what this course will offer to you. So coming to the application integration, so Oracle Integration is an enterprise connectivity and automation platform that is for quickly modernizing the applications, business processes, APIs and the data. Developers and cloud architects can connect the SaaS. It could be SaaS offered by any other vendors apart from Oracle as well, and the on-premise application that is 6 times faster with the Visual Builder experience, pre-built integrations and the embedded best practices. Finally, this will give your IT and business leaders end-to-end visibility. Now, what this course will offer, we have segregated the course concepts into 4 categories. First category is we will look at how to get the instance. So in order to learn any concepts in integration, we want to have an integration instance. So we will show you how to get the instance first of all. Then we are going to look at the documentation by Oracle. In order to learn any concept, first thing is we have to refer to the official documentation. So the owner of the product will be knowing better than everyone, and so we are referring always the Oracle's documentation for our learning purpose. Then comes the main part. So this covers the 90% of this course, that is basic concepts of integration. So we will learn about each and every concept of integration and the building block. Coming to the question like who is the target audience for this course. So this course is designed specifically for the technical professionals, the professionals who want to learn the technical concepts of integration in Oracle Integration from scratch. So this course is not for the functional consultants or the functional professionals. If your main focus is learning the functional concepts of PaaS or ERP cloud, please do not enroll for this course. Suppose if you want to learn the integration concepts by practice and the technical concepts only, you please enroll to this course. We have custom created this course by keeping the technical professionals in mind. Also, we are going to explain you the approach and the technique which you should be following in order to gain the expertise for integration in Oracle Integration and take up your next assignment. Coming to the first section, that is about instance. How to create the Oracle Integration 3 instance. We are going to explain in this course how you can provision your own instance with the help of free trial Oracle Cloud account. We will show you how you can create a free trial Oracle Cloud account, and then subsequently we will explain how you can provision your instance, that is Oracle Integration 3 instance, with the free credits what you get with the free trial. Also, you can enroll for the Oracle Integration Bootcamp. As part of the bootcamp, you will get the instance for Oracle Integration 3. So the duration will be usually from 10 to 14 days. So during 10 to 14 days, you can practice the classes. Also, if you are working for any organization and that organization is part of this Oracle Partner Network, then you can go to this learn.oracle.com and log in with your official company's email ID. Then you can enroll for the Oracle Integration Labs. You can search for the Integration Labs and you can enroll for that and get the lab access. And also this you can use if you don't have any other 2 options in order to get started. Coming to the documentations. Oracle documentation is best resource in order to learn integration in Oracle Integration 3 concepts. That is, we are going to refer only docs.oracle.com documentations. in order to explain each and every class in this course. And also we will provide the reference for every class in the reference section. You can check out the Oracle documentation reference page for more details. Oracle has documented each and every capability of the component whichever you want to use in this integration product, and also the restrictions of that component, how you can implement the use cases, and also the troubleshooting techniques associated with that particular component. Coming to the concepts, so this is the main focus area of this course. We are going to learn each and every concept of integration in this course from scratch. That is, we are going to learn in detail how to build the application integration. This was also known as app-driven integration previously. We will expose our integration over a REST protocol as well as the SOAP. We are going to build the SOAP web services. Also, this is known as creating REST and SOAP trigger integrations in integration terminology. And also, we are going to look at how to build the schedule integration and add the schedule with the help of simple logic. And also, we will learn how to build the complex scheduling frequencies with the help of ICAL expressions. We are going to learn how to create the connections, how to create the lookups, import, export the connection, manage the lookups. And also we will look at how to create the simple as well as the complex JavaScript functions. We are going to look at how to manage those JavaScript functions. We are going to look at the concept of projects and the packages. So we are going to learn what are the similarities and differences between the packages and the projects. Coming to the use cases. So solving real business problems is the actual need of using the integration platform. So as part of this course, we are going to learn few of the things, and also we will add much more in the coming months. So we are going to learn how to install the connectivity agent. We will explain how to install this agent in the on-premise environment, but you can use the similar concept in order to install the connectivity agent in virtual machines on cloud or off the cloud. You can use any virtual machines on the cloud, not only Oracle, any cloud vendor you can use. Also, we are going to look at few of the mapper tips and tricks, like how we can make use of accessibility 2.0 functions and how we can solve your complex transformation problems with the help of this integration mapper. Also, we are going to look at a ERP cloud adapter, like we are going to explore few of the trigger operations as well as the invoke. Basically, how to do the data migration, that is also known as with the help of this FBDI approach, how you can import the bulk data as part of data migration into your Oracle ERP cloud with the help of this ERP cloud adapter. Also, we will look at about the concept of BIP report, export bulk data, import bulk data, so and so forth things. Coming to the planning section, so it's always a good practice to always plan your learning journey. So don't just watch, you have to always practice along with us in order to gain the expertise. So by the end of the course, you will gain no expertise by just watching. Only by practice you will gain the expertise. So you need to plan your schedule. Suppose you have 3 months time in order to gain the integration expertise before taking your next assignment in integration in Oracle Integration 3. Then you can split your learning journey into 3 months. First month you can learn something, second month you can learn something, and third month you can learn something and become an expert. Do not worry if you don't get comfortable in using Oracle Integration 3 in first month. By practicing the integration implementation concepts every day, every week, and every month, you will become an expert. So no need to worry about that. Coming to the action items, like how should be your approach during the learning journey. So you can make a chart something like this. Like I have considered this chart, but your learning journey chart could differ from this case, but this is just a sample which you can refer. First thing is you have to figure out how to get the instance. Just make a note and write down your instance details over here, like how you have taken the instance. Have you provisioned your instance with the help of free tier account, or whether your customer has provided the integration instance, or you have got the integration instance with the help of Bootcamp or Oracle Partner Network Labs. So getting instance is the first thing in your learning journey. Second is you have to learn the basics. Unless you learn the basics, don't jump into the use cases. First learn what are the lookups, what is application integration, what is schedule integration. You learn each and every basics of integration. Once you are comfortable with the basics, then only you go to the use cases. For use cases, you can look at this course use cases, what we have explained in this course. So you can practice that. Coming to the implementing real problems. Suppose if you are already working on any integration platform, and also if you are working already for some customer, but by using any other integration product, then you can implement the similar use case with the help of integration, and you can build the POC and you can present it to your customer. So this is just a sample. You can use such kind of chart offline or online in order to help yourself in your learning journey. So there is a famous saying by Benjamin Franklin, that is, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So with this note, we are going to thank each and every one of you whoever have watched this introduction class. And we would like to wish you happy learning in your learning journey, that is learning integration in Oracle Integration 3 from scratch. And we are looking forward for you to join along with us in learning those integration concepts in Oracle Integration 3. In this class, we are going to cover following topics. We are going to visit this hyperlink and create a free Oracle Cloud account, which will be available for 30 days with the free credits. We will try to create a tenancy name or the account name while we create this free Oracle Cloud account. Now I'm switching over to browser and we'll continue from there. I'm here in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure documentation, which we had seen in class 1. Now if you come under getting started, there is this section called request and manage free Oracle Cloud promotions. Under that, there you will find sign up for free Oracle Cloud promotion. Here Oracle has documented few steps with the help of which we can create a tenancy or a free Oracle Cloud account. Also, you can Google Oracle Cloud sign up and you will find this Oracle Cloud free tier sign up. You can click on this and you can follow rest of the steps. We'll click on this hyperlink provided in the documentation. On clicking on this hyperlink, it will open a new tab with the page wherein we can create Oracle Cloud free tier account. In the form, we have to first fill up the country where we are residing. I'm residing in India, so I'm providing name as India. In the name, I'm providing first name as our channel name, and in the last name, I'm putting it as learning. In email, I'm populating email account or the email ID. Then we have to click on this I am human. Then it will ask for a question like please click each image containing a boat. I'm selecting the pictures where there is a boat. There are 3 pictures. Click on next. Here there is a boat. Click on verify. It has verified that we are a human. Then we can click on this verify my email. So if you come to this documentation, we have filled the country name, we have provided the name, we have provided the valid email address. Then we had clicked on this I am a human button. Then we clicked on verify email. Now if you look at the message over here, it is showing email verification link sent. Now we'll switch over to our Gmail account and check for any emails whether we got any from Oracle. Yes, there is this email what we received from Oracle Cloud Infrastructure to verify our email. On receiving this email, you have to click on this verify email. It will open a form again and it will prompt you to continue from here. Now we will close our existing form which we had opened, because on clicking on verify email button from our email, that opened a new tab. Now I'm providing the password over here. Passwords matched. Now I'm providing the company name. I'm giving it as Beenam Learning. Cloud account name, it is taking as Beenam Apps. Let me leave it as default. Now it is asking for the region. Not all the services available in OCI are available in all the regions. Before checking your home region, just make sure the services what you're looking for is available in the region what you're selecting. For example, if I am a functions developer, I have to make sure whether the functions service is available in US East. If not, you have to go for US West. Anytime we can have multiple regions we can subscribe to once we create an tenancy or the cloud account. But better you select the appropriate home region where you configure. Or if you want to be compliant with the regional rules wherein there is a requirement to have the data stored in a particular region, then you can select that accordingly as per the requirement. Here I am selecting Ashburn region, and if you scroll down, there is this section called terms of use. We have to click on this continue button. Now if you go to documentation, we have entered the password, we have provided the company name, we have re-entered the password, we created a cloud name. In our case it was Beenam Apps. We had selected a home region, then we had read the terms of use and continue. We didn't read the terms of use. If you want, you can have a look at terms of use. Next we will continue from here. So in this form it is asking for address information. I will populate the details. I'm residing in Bangalore. I'm populating as some dummy addresses. I'm selecting the state as Karnataka, zip I'm providing. Then it is asking for phone number. I will provide the phone number over here. Click on continue. After populating address information, it will take us to payment verification. As the message says, you won't be charged unless you elect to upgrade the account. We can click on this add payment verification method. Here currently at the time of recording this video, we are having option only to pay via credit card. If you have a credit card, you can opt for this method. Under billing on information in add payment method, it will populate all the details what you had entered. And if you scroll down towards the end, it will ask for the card type. Currently there are 3 card types are selected: American Express, Visa and MasterCard. You can fill up all the details and click on finish. Then once you add the payment method, you have to click on this agreement and click on start my free trial. In couple of minutes, your free trial account will be created and you will be notified over email. So I'm not doing this as I have already created the account. So this is only the steps. If you check at the documentation, we have to enter the address and the phone number. Then we have to click on continue what we did. Then we have to click on the add payment verification method and click on credit card. This is the only method accepted currently. Then we have to click on credit card information and then click on finish. You may see a small temporary charge on your payment method. This is verification hold, which will be removed automatically. Your credit card won't be charged unless you elect for upgrade. Even if there is a deduction on your credit card, it will be rolled back by Oracle. After adding payment method, only you have to accept the terms and condition and click on start my free trial to submit your request for creating Oracle Cloud account. Once you click on that button, your services are provisioned in your tenancy and you will be redirected to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Console. Then you can continue from there and you can work on the services offered by OCI. Also, you will receive a welcome email with information about your account like the tenancy and other details. In our next class, we will learn how we can sign into Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Console. In this class, we are going to cover following topics. We are going to visit this link, that is cloud.oracle.com. Then we are going to provide our tenancy name or the Oracle Cloud account name, which we got when we created our Oracle Cloud free account in our previous class. Then we are going to provide username and password. Then we are going to sign into Oracle Cloud Console. Now we'll go to our browser and continue from there. I am here in the documentation page by Oracle on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure documentation. And in the table of content on the left hand side, there is the option for signing into console under getting started. If you click on this, you will get more details on signing into the console. Here is the list of supported browsers like Google Chrome, Safari and Firefox are currently supported. And Firefox is not supported currently in private browsing mode. So coming to the steps, we can sign into Oracle Cloud with the help of this link, that is cloud.oracle.com. Just we need the Oracle Cloud name. In a class 2, we had seen in detail how to create an account. In our case, the cloud account name was Venom Apps, like what you see over here. When you create the account, it will be shown over here on the left side, cloud account name. Also, you will receive an email with the tenancy or the cloud account name. You can make use of that. Now I will click on this hyperlink. On clicking on the hyperlink, it will open a page for signing in. Here you have to provide the cloud account name and click on next. And in the sign in page, it is asking for single sign on, and in the identity provider, it is showing identity cloud service. Now if you check on the documentation, that is sign in options, when your account is created, so the username will be created in both the sites. One is in identity and access management service under OCI and also in the Oracle Identity Cloud service. So by default, the first user is created as an admin for that particular tenancy. So if you are planning to change a password in Identity Cloud service, then that change won't reflect in IAM. You have to manually change your passwords in both the services, as those are not synced. Those are synced only at the time of creating your account. Post that, it is your job. You have to make sure you change the passwords separately in both the systems.
As it says over here, although the credentials are identical in both the systems, when your account is created, the users are in separate identity management system and you manage them separately. If you change your password in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure IAM, your password in IDCS is not changed, and conversely. Now, if you want to make use of IAM service, then you can click on this option, that is direct sign in, and you can provide the username and password. So I will click on this identity cloud service as of now. Now here I will provide my username and password and click on sign in. I have provided the username and password and now I am clicking on sign in. On clicking on the sign in button, you will land in Oracle Cloud Console and it will land you in getting started page. You can switch over to dashboard as well from here, and also you can click on the hamburger menu on the left top corner and you can look for the services what you are trying to learn or trying to implement the solution with. Like for example, if I am a functions developer, then I will go to developer services, then click on functions. Yeah, following those steps, we can sign into our Oracle Cloud account.
In this class, we are going to learn how to provision or create an Oracle integration instance from scratch in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. I am here in the official documentation page by Oracle on provisioning and administering Oracle Integration 3. I will provide the link for this documentation in the resource section. You can go through this page for more details. In this document, Oracle has documented each and every step which we need to follow in order to provision or create an Oracle Integration 3 instance. Also, this is covering Oracle Integration 2 instance creation as well, but our focus of interest for this class is creating Oracle Integration 3 instance. So first of all, we need to log into our OCI console. Then we need to go to the developer services from the menu. Under that, we have to select application integration. I will walk you through shortly with the hands-on how we can navigate in the OCI and we can create an instance. Then we need to select the appropriate compartment where we need to create, like the parent or the child one. Then we need to click on the create button which will be available under the application integration page. Then we need to populate all the details like the version. Here we need to select the Oracle Integration 3, that is the latest generation of Oracle integration, providing the latest features and infrastructure technology including integration, insight, visual builder, process automation, B2B. Coming to the consumption model, so if you are seeing more than one models in the list, then your tenancy is having option for multiple consumption models. So if you are seeing only meter, then it will be based on the universal credits. Coming to the edition, in our coming classes, we will learn what are the various types of editions available in the integration like the enterprise, standard, and so forth things. Coming to the shape, there are two types of shapes available currently at the time of recording this class. One is a development and there was a production. Difference between both is instances with development shape will receive the updates 2 weeks before the instances with the production shape. So for the insights, it will differ. You can refer the note over here. Coming to the license type, you can click on this and check the various license types available, like bring your own license or get a new license. You can subscribe to multiple message packs. You can click on this and we can go through the documentation, like in order to understand what is the message pack. For our use case, we will consider that we are creating an instance which will subscribe to only one message pack. When you say one message pack, it can have n number of, that is a predefined number of messages which it can communicate within the particular duration. Now without wasting much time, let's begin with the hands-on. First step is you have to log into your Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console. So this is the page how it looks when you log into your OCI instance. So from here we need to click on this navigation menu that is on the left top corner on the hamburger menu, which is next to Oracle Cloud logo over here. Click on this. From here we need to select the developer services, and in the developer services, if you just scroll down, there is a section called as application integration. You can click on application integration or you can click on integration, and I will click on integrations. So next thing is we need to select the appropriate compartment. I will select the compartment. I have selected the compartment where I have to create the Oracle Integration 3 instance. Next step is we need to click on this create instance button. Click on this. Here we need to provide the name. I will provide learning 1, 2, 3. Next is the version. As we are creating the Oracle Integration 3 instance, we need to select this. If you are creating Oracle Integration Gen 2, we can select this. Coming to the consumption model, it is not allowing me to select the other type of consumption model because my tenancy is subscribed only to use this metered model. Next is the addition. I will go for enterprise because this will have a features like visual builder, insights, and few of the enterprise adapters will be available. The difference between both, you can just click on this learn more and you can have a look. Also, we will learn in detail in our coming classes what are the difference between standard and enterprise editions. Coming to the shape, we can go for the development as well as the production. So this will get the updates 2 weeks before the production instance. Next, coming to the license type, if you have your own license or the license which you have bought for your other middleware products previously, then you can make use of that, or else you can select this, subscribe to a new Oracle integration license. With the help of this new license, you can subscribe to the message packs, which will allow you to have 5000 messages. So here, if you want to increase the message packs, you can increase. If you want to know more details, you can just click on this and have a look. If you click on this show advanced options, here you can associate this instance with some tags so that you can use for building or getting the insights in your OCI. So I will leave this default and click on create. So you will get a message on the right top corner, that is new integration instance has been successfully started, that is learning 123. So this will take some time in order to provision or create the Oracle integration 3 instance, and the state will change from creating to active. We are going to pause this class until the Oracle integration 3 instance gets provisioned for us, and then we will resume this class. Our integration instance got provisioned successfully. You can see with the help of this state, and the state is now changed to active from creating. Now if you want to know the details of this instance, click on this hyperlink, which is the display name which we had used in order to create the integration instance. Suppose if you click on this, you will get the URL. You can click on this show, you can copy this URL manually and paste in the browser, and you can navigate to your Oracle integration instance. Other method is you can click on this service console. Just click on this, it will open a new tab in your web browser and it will launch you your newly created Oracle integration 3 instance. As you can see, by clicking on the service console, it has opened you the home page for your Oracle integration 3 instance. Now we can click on this and go to design and start building your integrations, and you can work with B2B observability and go to settings. So this is how you have to provision your Oracle integration 3 instance in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. In this class, we are going to walk you through the user interface for Oracle Integration 3. When you log into Oracle Integration 3 instance, you will land into this page. So in this page, you will have the card layout over here, that is to quickly get into the integration creation, Visual Builder app creation, or get into the insights. And if you scroll down, there are few accelerator and recipes involved over here. This is similar to what you had seen in our Oracle Integration 2. Similar like that, we are having recipes and accelerators. In our future classes, we will see how we can make use of the recipes or accelerators, and we can download or create the projects provided by Oracle, so that we don't have to create explicitly the integrations in order to communicate with SAP, Salesforce, and so on and so forth things. Also, one good thing over here in the recipe and accelerator is the filter by. So here, if you want to see what and all Oracle ERP Cloud recipes or accelerators are available, then we can click on this icon and get the details of all the recipes currently available in your Oracle Integration 3 version. And suppose if you want to know what are the recipes involved in SAP or for the Slack adapter, then we can click on this and get the details, so that we can quickly get into this and click on install, so that it can create the integration and necessary resources in order to get you started with this accelerators or recipe integrations. Suppose if you want to create any integrations, you can just click on this create integration and get into the create integration wizard. So from there on, we can design your integrations. I'm not going to click on this. If you click on this navigator menu, that is on the left top corner, that is hamburger menu. If you click on this, we will see so many options. So it is similar to what we had in the Oracle Integration 2 version, but the naming of few of the menu is changed. Suppose if you click on the Visual Builder, it will take you to the separate Visual Builder instance. Suppose if you want to get into the settings, you can go into the settings, you can manage the certificate, you can go to this notification and change the notification settings available for your instance. Suppose if you want to change the tracing, if you want to turn off the global tracing, all those things what we had seen in the integration 2, here it's also available. Suppose if you click on the schedule, you will get the settings for the schedule, for the
file server, you can click on the server, click on the settings and get the details for the FTP server. If it is not configured, then you can configure one for you. Let me get back from this file server. Suppose if you click on the design, it will get into the integration menu. So previously it was integrations in the Oracle Integration 2 version. Here it is renamed to design. Suppose if you click on this B2B, you will get into the B2B, click on the insights and the observability. So monitoring is renamed to observability over here. So here we are having the option to check the dashboard. In the dashboard, we will see what is the error rate, how many integrations are inactive, what are the connections we have configured, so and so forth things. So we don't have any active instances for any of the integrations in past 24 hours. So if you want to change the settings, so we can just click on this and change the settings like until now, past month, past week. It will show the details for you appropriately. Since this is the new instance, we don't have any instances created for any of the integrations. So it is showing nothing. Suppose if you want to get into the error hospital, if you want to see what are the future runs which are been scheduled here, we can click on this and see the details of all the future runs. B2B tracking we can do. We can go with the help of instances. If you click on this search, we can provide the instance ID. And if you click on the filters over here, we will see the similar filters what we had in the integration 2. Suppose if you want to monitor the health of agents and observe the details, then we can click on the agents. So let me come back from here. If we go to the integrations, so here most of the things are similar like what we had seen in our previous versions of integration, that is Oracle Integration 2 version. If you click on the integration, you will get a option to create the integration. Another one is to import. We can import our .iar file as well over here. That is over here, .iar file is supported here as well. Suppose if you want to create from scratch, you can click on the create. Currently it is supporting app driven orchestration and another one is a scheduled orchestration. Unlike Oracle Integration 2 wherein we had one-to-one routing, file transfer, those kind of integration patterns, but here we are having only two types, that is app driven and scheduled integration. In our coming classes, we will learn how to create from scratch app driven integration and the scheduled orchestration. So we will learn both the type of integration patterns with the help of some basic use case we will consider, and we will show you how we can create our first app driven orchestration and scheduled orchestration in Oracle Integration 3 instance. So if you click on the connection, here we can create the connections by clicking on this create button. So earlier we used to get the wizard over here at the center of the screen or the pop-up, but here we have to select from the menu what we get on the right side of the screen. Suppose if you want to create a FTP connection, click on the FTP. Here we have to provide the name, then the identifier and the role we have to select it, whether it's a trigger invoke both. Then if you click on the create, it will ask for further details. Suppose I am giving here FTP and clicking on create. It will open up a new window wherein we have to provide further details like what is the host, port, optional properties, so and so forth things. As of now, I'm not creating. Let me get back from here. Next comes the lookup. Like we had in our previous version, in Oracle Integration 3 also it supports the lookup. We can import the previous lookups, that is with the help of that CSV or the comma separated file, or we can create the lookup from scratch by clicking on this create and providing the name. So it will create a lookup similar like what we had in the earlier version, that is in a row and column manner. Libraries we can create with the help of JavaScript. Over here we can click on import and import a previous library as well, or we can create the jar or the individual .js files. So .js, .jar and the .zip are supported over here. Let me just close this. And the concept of packages is still remaining in Oracle Integration 3 as well. That is, we can group multiple integrations, lookups, connections into a single package so that we can migrate a package from one instance to another instance. Suppose if you are creating any integrations as part of some project transformation like Salesforce transformation project or ServiceNow transformation project, then what and all integrations you will create, like 20-30 integrations. So when creating those integrations, you can provide the common package name so that it will group under this package and that package will show over here. We will see how the package looks in Oracle Integration 3 and how to export and import, and while exporting and importing how it will migrate the integrations with the package. Coming to the agent, so the concept of agent remains same over here as well. We can download the connectivity agent and we can install the agent in the machine, provided your machine must support running the JDK, that is the Java version. Next comes the adapters. So here we will get the list of all the pre-installed adapters by Oracle. And there is one more option. We can click on this options over here and click on create connections so that it will create a connection right from here, so that you don't have to go to connections and then create. So entire Oracle Integration 3 instance is built on the Red Hood theme, which we had earlier seen in Visual Builder applications from long time. In our next class, we will have a quick walkthrough on the documentation of Oracle Integration 3. We will see what are the service limits, what are the restrictions, what are the features available in Oracle Integration 3 version. In this class, we will have a quick walkthrough on the documentation for Oracle Integration 3. I am here in the official documentation page by Oracle on the overview for Oracle Integration 3. As the documentation says, Oracle Integration 3 is fully managed, pre-configured environment by Oracle that gives you the power in order to integrate your cloud and on-premise applications. In our previous class, while walking through the user interface for Oracle Integration 3 instance, we had seen it has support for Visual Builder applications, B2B, insights, observability, and so on and so forth things. So what are the capabilities? As we had seen in our previous versions of Oracle Integration, Oracle Integration 3 is having more or less same capabilities. That is to design the integrations, monitor and manage the connections between your applications, setting our portfolio for 100 of pre-built adapters by Oracle. Also, there is the support for recipes and accelerators. We can get the meaningful metrics and the insights. We can build the application, that is the low-code Visual Builder applications using the Visual Builder feature. We can store and retrieve the files with the help of FTP file server, which comes with the Oracle Integration 3 instance, and we can use B2B e-commerce in order to extend the business processes in order to reach the trading partners. So there are a couple of types of Oracle Integration 3 instances, that is the standard and enterprise. So coming to the standard and the enterprise editions, differences and similarities. If you see in the case of enterprise, we are having the enterprise adapters. So in the case of standard, we are having only generic, that is the REST SOAP adapters, but in the enterprise, we will have enterprise adapters like for the Microsoft Slack, Salesforce, and so on and so forth things. We have the capability for B2B integration insights. We will get the file server in both the cases, and rest of the things are similar. Coming to the availability, you can create your Oracle Integration 3 in following regions. So you can have a look at the what and all regions available over here. You can have any of your home region, and for integration you can have in any of these regions. So coming to the restrictions. So currently at the time of recording this class, only few of the customers are having the provision, that is to upgrade from Integration 2 instance to Integration 3. So you can check on this with the Oracle by raising an SR or getting in touch with their executive. Suppose if you want to run both Integration 2 as well as Oracle Integration 3, then you have to raise a service request with Oracle. Then you will be able to create both the instances and run in the same tenancy. So coming to the service limits. So here you can have 200 instances created within a particular region. So coming to the adapters. So there is a 50 MB limit for the cloud endpoints. In earlier case, for the trigger endpoints, we had a 10 MB cap on Oracle Integration Generation 2, but coming to Integration 3, we are having 50 MB limit. So this is applicable for REST and SOAP based connections as well. If you see over here in the case of REST, so the XML, HTML, JSON, those things will support 50 MB incoming structured message payload. And coming to the FTP adapter, in the case of FTP, the file size should be 1 GB, that is without the schema, but with schema it is only 10 MB as of now. Coming to the SOAP, here the size is increased to 50 MB, unlike in Oracle Integration Generation 2, which was 10 MB. So for Invoke also it is applicable, that is 50 MB. Coming to the database adapters, here the size is 10 MB in the case of polling, and for the Invoke size should be within 10 MB. So here it's not changed. Coming to the connectivity agents, suppose if you are making use of SOAP and REST adapters with the help of this connectivity agent, then 50 MB limit will be applicable for SOAP and REST. Suppose if you are making use of file or FTP with the help of this agent, then 10 MB limit will be applicable. Coming to the integration service limits, so we can have only active 700 integrations at a time. There could be 100 synchronous concurrent requests running in your instance at a time. Coming to asynchronous, there is no limit, but 50 at a time can execute. In case of scheduled integration, maximum 6 hours it can run, then the integration will time out. Coming to the synchronous type of integration, here the limit is 300 seconds, that is 5 minutes. So there is no change from previous versions. So these things are highlighted over here as well. Coming to the notification, that is email, body and head, it should be having within 2 MB data. There is no change over here as well. Coming to the JavaScript, the maximum JavaScript execution time should be 15 seconds and the 20 parameters we can define at any time. Coming to the XSLT or the mapper, 120-second max execution time it can support. So you can have other service limits over here in the table. Now coming to the last section in this documentation overview for this class, Coming to the responsibilities, what is owned by Oracle and for what Oracle is responsible and for what customer is responsible, here is the table provided. Coming to the patching and upgrade, Oracle is responsible completely, but customer is informed whenever it is being done. Coming to the disaster recovery, that is customer's responsibility in order to have a backup. That is the solution based disaster recovery. Security and compliance, all those things, data retention is Oracle's responsibility. Service provisioning, this is customer's responsibility, but accountable are Oracle as well over here. Now rest of the things like configuring the agent, migration of integrations from one instance to another instance, these are the customer's responsibility. Oracle won't come into the picture. Also, if you want to maintain your integration, source control, CI/CD, monitoring the integrations, managing the integration, all those are the customer's responsibility and these are not Oracle's. But Oracle can anytime be consulted by raising a service request or by reaching out to their Oracle consulting team. So this was the quick overview on the documentation for Oracle Integration 3. That is, we had seen what is Oracle Integration 3, what are the availabilities for the Oracle Integration 3, under what regions you can create an instance, what are the restrictions, what are the service limits. We had seen the editions, that is the standard and the enterprise edition available in Oracle Integration, and also we had seen what is Oracle's responsibility and what is customer's responsibility while designing a solution with the help of integrations in Oracle Integration 3. In this class, we are going to learn how to create our very first integration in Oracle Integration version 3. So once you land into the home screen for this Oracle integration, click on the navigation menu. From here, we need to click on the design. Also, we can click on straight away create integration as well, but we will follow this method. Click on integrations. So as of now, we don't have any integrations created. If we have to create a very first integration, we need to click on this create button on the right top corner. Click on this. Here it will ask for a couple of options. So in this class, we will learn a basic integration wherein we will pass our name in the request and in the response we will get a greetings. So in order to achieve this use case, we have to go for app-driven integration. In this case only, we will be able to pass the request and get the response back. In the case of scheduled integration, so here we cannot pass the request in the form of a message. So we will learn about scheduled integration in detail in our future classes. As of now, we need to click on this app-driven integration. In the create integration wizard, it is asking for few of the things over here. We need to provide the name. Let us name this as first integration. We can provide any meaningful name. It will create an identifier which will uniquely identify your integration from this integration instance. This identifier should be unique for all the integrations. Suppose if you have 1000 integrations in your integration instance, every integration will have a unique identifier. Next comes the version. There is a 3-dot methodology used over here. So before first dot, it is called as a major version. After 1 dot, it is called as a minor version, and at the end there is a patching version. So if there are few bug fixes you will be doing as part of your maintenance activities, then you can make use of those last 4 digits. So if there are some changes which you are doing that are not major but a little bit minor and having the backward compatibility, then in that case you have to make use of these 2 zeros, that is 1.012 like that. If you are doing some major changes, then you can make use of first 2 digits in order to make the versioning as 2, 3, 4. Suppose if you are maintaining any documentation in SharePoint or some other places, you can provide the URL for the same. Keywords, if you want to give, you can provide over here. Suppose if you provide the keyword, then you can search your integration with the help of keyword as well and not with the help of integrations or identifier name. Packages, let me add the package name over here. Let me add here as first. Done. If you want to search for any other package which you have already created, you can click on the drop down and search for that. Suppose if you want to provide any description, you can provide over here. So in detail description is provided in the Oracle documentation page over here. So what is a name, what is identifier, how to do the versioning and all, what is the documentation URL, what is keyword, what is the package, what is the description. So package we will learn in detail in our future class. Like if we add 5 integration as part of one package, and we can export and import the package itself in order to export all the 5 integrations. We don't have to specifically export one by one all the integration and then we have to import in our test or the production instance. Rather, we can directly export the package which will be having in this packages section, and we can import that PAR file. So once you populate all the details, click on this create button. It will open up the designer canvas page for your integration, that is first int, and it will open automatically the trigger wizard for you. Suppose if you have created any ERP cloud connection, it will open all the connection details over here, ERP connection and all. One more method is we can click on this trigger section over here. So here available connections it will show. If not, we can just click on this plus connection. From here we can search for the REST, as we have to expose this integration over REST protocol. Then we can click on this REST. It will open the REST adapter creation menu for us. So we will create a fresh REST adapter. Let me name this as a trigger REST. So the role will be only trigger in this case. That is, trigger means we can use this connection only at the starting place of this integration and nowhere else. That is invoke. So invoke means in between start and end we can make use of this connection in order to invoke any REST API, get the response back. In this case we just want this connection to expose our integration over the REST protocol. So I am just using it as a trigger. Keyword if you want you can provide over here so that you can uniquely identify your connections from the connections menu. So once you populate all the details, click on create. So this will take you to this connection page. Once you land here, you have to click on this test. So already the configuration is 100% complete. Click on this save. Once you click on this go back, it will take you to the integration designer canvas. Now automatically this trigger plus connection will open up this wizard. We have to select our trigger underscore REST connection which we just now created from this wizard. Click on this trigger underscore REST. So here, like we do in the previous version of Oracle integrations, what we have to do is we have to provide some meaningful name. That is, I am giving here trigger. So if you want to provide the endpoint description, you can provide over here. And if you are configuring this REST endpoint with multiple verbs or the resources, then you can check mark this. As of now, we are not doing anything, just clicking on next. So we have to provide some description over here. I am writing as get greetings. So here in the resource also I am giving as get greetings. So what action do you want to perform? I am interested in the get only. So if you want to configure the response, yes, we need the response because we want to send the message back, that is hello and the name. So I am check marking this add and review parameters because we have to send our name in the input. So I am passing this in the query parameter. So REST I am doing default, click on next. So in the query parameter, click on this add. I am giving this as name and the query parameter, and the data type I am selecting as string. As of now, I will create only one query parameter. Click on next. So in the response, it is asking the sample schema. I am selecting the JSON sample over here and click on inline. So here we want just the message or the greeting. So I am giving the sample. Our JSON will look something like this. Hello and the name. Yeah, that's it. Just scroll down and click on OK. Rest I will leave it as default. Click on next and click on done. Here we can change the layout of the canvas. That is, as of now it is in the vertical. We can make it as horizontal if we just make it like this. So changing the layout like horizontal to vertical is completely your choice how you want to work with integrations. Next we have to click on this mapper. Click on this options over here and click on edit. So this will open the mapper editor for you. I am enabling this XSLT and developer mode and clicking on expand response wrapper. There is this greeting element available which we had created while defining the trigger endpoint. Expand the query parameter. I will drag this name and map it to greetings. So it will map something like this, but we want to add the message as well. So in order to add the message, just expand this. Under the string functions, you will find the concat. So if you know all those functions handy, then you can just straight away come to this. That is by typing concat followed by the parameters which you want to pass. Now it has added over here at the end. Let me just cut from here. I will put the comma as is, but concat and the round bracket open I will add over here. Next it comes comma. Then we need to write some message. I will write over here. Have a nice day. So here I will put some exclamation mark as well. And before name also I will put hello, hello space and the comma. That is hello space and the name and the message. Let me just validate. Yeah, our mapping is valid. Just close this and toggle this. If you want to test this mapper, we can just test here. Even before activating, we can just see how the mapper works. Click on this generate input. Now it has added some query duplicate parameters. Just remove this. So in the name, we will have only one name. We will have over here as Binam Learning. Click on this execute button. So it will show something like this. Hello space Binam Learning explanation mark. Have a nice day. With this testing, we can confirm that our mapping is well and good. Now we can validate our mapper and go back. So this is the simple integration which we have created. We are having a trigger endpoint over here which will accept the name, and in the mapper we are transforming the message and returning the response back, which we have configured over here with the help of trigger connection. Now before activating, we have to provide the identifier. Click on this icon, that is business identifiers. So here if you scroll down, we can provide the business identifier field name. So we have to expand the query parameter from here. I will provide the business identifier as the name which we get in the query parameter. So like that we are having couple of more tracking variables over here. If you want, you can populate all. I am populating only one. Click on save and click on back. Now we are getting the status as configured. So what we have to do is, in order to activate this integration, click on this activate button. So we are getting three options. Let's see what these three options signify. So while activating, we are getting production, audit and the debug. That is like this. Now production means it will log all the actions with the exception of loops, invokes, logger actions. So in short, it won't log the execution loops, and within that whatever you are having invocations and logger actions, that log you won't get in the audit trail when you see the monitoring or in the observability. It's renamed with Oracle Integration 3 version. So in the case of audit, if we select the audit, it will log the same data to the activity stream as the production along with the payloads of the triggers and invokes. So we can go for this auditing option if you want to log those details. So data is retained in the activity stream for 8 days. In the case of production, it is 32 days, but in this case, it is only 8 days. Next comes the debug. This is not at all recommended because it will take the larger chunk of memory. This will log the same data to the activity stream as the production and data options along with the payloads and all the actions inside the loops as well. So if you want to log all the details within the loops, then you have to go for the debug. Production is a lightweight. It won't log anything. Audit means it will log little bit information but not within the loops, but the debug will log everything even within the loops up to the 1000 loop only, and the data retention is only for 24 hours. So in production, we want the data to be retained for longer duration. We have to go for 32 days. That is this production option. So I am using this for the development instance. I am going for debug. Click on activate. Activation is in progress. I am getting the status over here. If you want, you can just refresh and see the status. It is now activated. Since our integration is a app driven integration, we will have an option to test this right from this integration instance itself. So in order to test, we have to click on the options and click on this run. So this will open up the testing window for us. In the testing window, we are having this query parameter which we have created, that is name. I am giving here Binam Learning, and we can click on this run button. So we are getting the response back, that is greeting we are getting, that is hello Binam Learning, have a nice day. So this we had transformed with the help of mapper. Now if you want to see in detail message, we can just click on this view button and see the payload. If you want to copy this, we can just copy to clipboard and we can analyze this by copy pasting in VS Code or in the notepad as well. If you want to download, you can click on this download. If you want to download entire payload stream, you can click on this download logs. Suppose if you want to see what information it got in the trigger, if you click on this I button, so in the query parameter, we had passed this Binam Learning in the name. It is showing over here. Suppose if you want to know what was the response sent back from this mapper, from this integration, it is this one. So this we had transformed with the help of XSLT or the mapper. So in this class, we had seen in detail how we can create our very first integration in Oracle Integration 3. In this class, we will be getting familiarized with the icons and the navigation present in the designer canvas for integration. I have opened up one of our integrations which we had created in our previous class, that is first int. Now if you see at the top bar over here, we are having few icons and also on the right side as well. Now we will see one by one what this signifies. Now there is this selection mode. If we select this, by default it will be selected. We can click on this icons over here and we will be able to work on them. The same is been documented here in the documentation page, that is select elements in the canvas, that is for cutting and pasting purpose. Next comes this icons, that is a cut and the paste. So you can just select this and we can click on cut and we can paste anywhere. So it will enable the paste symbol for us. In our integration, this is a simple integration. We don't have much activities or the actions placed in the swim lane. So we cannot show you this cut and paste feature as of now, but in future we will obviously show this as well. So this is a paste symbol. So if you want to place anywhere, this will be enabled for you. That is, we can identify this with the help of the scissor icon and the paste symbols. Next comes the collapse all actions. I am just switching over to this selection mode now so that you can get rid of that cut animation. Now we can click on this so that it will collapse all the expanded actions. Suppose we are having a scope action over here. So if we click on that, it will all be collapsed. Similarly, we will have a for each as well as the switch actions as well. Next comes this layout section. Then we are having vertical section which will display the integration canvas vertically, horizontally and in the outline. So outline, it will display something like this, that is integration vertically with the child actions identified. Okay, something like this. Currently it is in the horizontal view which we had selected in our previous class. If we make this as vertical, it will appear something like this. Now if you want to change it to the outline view, we can click on this so that it will come in this fashion. We can click on plus and we can add the actions what we want to add over here, similar like what we do in the vertical and outline as well. Now if you see, we are having a share option. So this is the drop down list which we can use in order to export an integration and print the integration design. So that is over here. We can click on this, we can click on the print. So we can print the integration canvas. So if you see over here, it is opening a print menu for us with the details like what it is doing. Next, if you want to export this integration, we can click on this. It will export our integration, that is the .iar file. It will export so that we can use it to store in some repository, or else we can use that file in order to import into another instance or backup purpose as well. Next comes the inside view. This will switch to the inside designer to map the milestones to the integration action. Suppose if we have created any integration milestones, then we can click on this and we can associate any milestones to these actions. Like for trigger, if you want to associate any milestone, so these things will come as part of the insights concept in Oracle integration, so that which we are not touching in these classes. So next comes this primary info. If you click on this, we will get the details of all the things related to this integration, like what is the identifier, name, so on and so forth things. We can change the name as well from here. And in the actions report, we will get the details like how many mappers are there and all. Next comes this business identifier. This business identifier we had seen in brief in our previous class. So business identifiers are used in order to create the identifiers for the integrations. Suppose if you are creating an integration for tracking purpose at the runtime, we can make use of the business identifiers. So this we can relate something like this. Suppose if you are placing any order on Amazon, you will get an order ID. So we can make this order ID as one of the business identifier over here, and in the observability we can search with that order ID. We can get the instance and we can see what were the message in the audit details as well. So like this we can have up to 3 business identifiers created. Check the primary info, view, share and the business identifier. Next comes the minimize and maximize. This will show the options above the integration canvas, and maximize will hide the options above the integration canvas. Now just let's see how it looks. If we just click on this, it will hide the information in the canvas. If we just click on this, we get all the information for this, like share, save, integration name and this top bar, which is as part of the Redwood theme. Then we have this view global fault handler. So by clicking on this, we will go into the global fault handler, that is over here. So it will take you to the global fault handler, and here in case of error, it will take your integration flow to this global fault handler if you don't have any fault handlers in your integration canvas design. So here you can have a logic like logging the details to a database or sending any notification that you can build over here. Again, if you click on this, you will come back to this canvas itself. Next, we are having the triggers. This we had seen in our previous class, wherein we had created the trigger REST connection from scratch. That is, by clicking on this, we can create the connections. We can click on this plus and create the connections. Suppose if it is a trigger over here, we will get a trigger symbol if your canvas is a new one. So it will look something like this icon. So currently it is showing the invoke symbol over here and not the trigger, because we have already created the trigger connection. So we can create the new connection by clicking on this plus connection and creating the connections of your choice. So next comes the action. So actions are nothing but These are the activities which we can make use in our integration, like assign action, B2B, data stage, logger actions, wait. If you want to throw the float, if you want to use the for each loop, parallel, scope, switch, while. So those things, if you want to call any integrations or the JavaScript. So these are called as the actions. We can just select here and drop it like this. So it will add the actions to our canvas. Next comes the global variables. Suppose if you want to create any global variables, then we can click on this here and click on add variable and create the variable of our choice. So difference between assign action and the global variable is here we will be having the option to select the type of the variable, which we don't have in the normal assign actions. So these things are very similar to the previous versions of Oracle integration. There is no much change. Search, here we can search the actions or the activities which we have used in our integration. Suppose we are unable to locate a particular action. This is a simple integration which you have created, but in actual production or the real business use case, you will have hundreds of actions created in your integration, and you will not be knowing where to look for a specific action in your canvas. Suppose if you want to enhance that particular activity like a mapper or something, we can come over here directly and filter by the name. We will get all the details. And next comes this one. We can just play around with this view box over here, and we can take our view wherever we want in the integration. As this is a small integration, we can see from here itself, as we are having only 3. But in the bigger integrations wherein you have n number of actions, then it is very helpful for you. If you want to minimize the view, we can just click on this minimize. It will minimize the view. If you want to just maximize, you can just click on this plus. It will maximize the view. There are few options over here like fit to page and zoom to 100%. Those things you can do. And there is this toggle menu over here, mini view and the maximized view we can make. So this is what icons we are having as of now at the time of recording this class. We are recording this class on 31st of March 2023. So in future, obviously this will enhance, Oracle will enhance the view icons. Whatever I am showing over here, it may not be over here if you are watching this class in future.